Welcome, my theatrical ghouls and macabre spectators. I'm Skeleton Sam, your host for this episode. Each week, we're going to be exploring theatres that have gained a reputation in the housing of souls still clinging to this mortal coil. Tell me, are you excited to be here? So, this week, we will be travelling once again across oceans of time and heading to a country with a rich cultural history and performing arts scene too. Who is it? I'm in the middle of Oh, Mr. Ramon.
Where's my rent?
Look, you'll get your rent. Just I'm in the middle of putting together.
You've not paid anything all summer. I've already got several firms interested in the land your pile of scrap's on.
You own this pile of scrap? You said I could have a knockdown rate to do this job. Plus, I was in a coma because the ceiling fell on me.
Do I sound like I care? You've got until the end of the day, or I'm sending the boys to kick you out.
I was born in a wagon of a traveling show. My mama used to dance for the money they throw. Papa would do whatever he could.
Not now, mate. Did you get the jelly babies?
Yeah. It was 10 pence short, but the cashier at the checkout was pretty understanding.
Thank God you didn't use one of those AI self-checkouts. Where's Andi?
Doing some reconnaissance work for me. So, give Annie Skull the jelly baby and we'll get cracking.
Oh my Hecate. Next time check the sweet bag. There was a licorice all sort in there. I do not want to taste that.
I thought it was water you witches hated.
That's the Wizard of Oz, you cretin.
You didn't know if indoor plumbing was a thing, but you know about the Wizard of Oz.
Try not to think about it. So, where are you off to? Seeing as I'm the designated magical Uber.
We are off to a performance space in Beijing, the capital city of China.
Very well. Charlie chats to cheeky chick cheerily chucking clogs. Ha ha ha, boom boom.
Welcome, or Huanyin, to Beijing, the capital city of China, a region of the country with over 3,000 years of history behind it. Over the centuries, it has been the centre of power for various ruling dynasties and influence from invading powers like the Mongol Empire. Throughout this time, the people began to form their own unique performing arts styles, dramatic religious performances inspired by history, myths and fables, circus-style acrobatics, spoken word, where poets would perform their works in tea houses for the patrons, shadow plays, Zhao Yu and Chuanqi styles of drama that created works like The Orphan of Gzaiel, The Circle of Chalk, and the Pyrenees Pavilion. And if I mispronounce some of those words, I do apologise. Throughout these centuries, many travelling troupes and artists took part in festivals by the emperors, and after gaining very positive experiences and audience reactions, these groups would form together and create a style of theatre that would go on to become known as Jinqi. With this theatrical style, the Beijing opera movement would emerge and become one of the country's most recognisable and influential forms of theatre. With this backdrop of historical context provided, this leads us to the performance venue featured in this episode.
What if I want to learn more details about the Chinese performing arts?
Then go to a library and read a book.
Better yet, just see a show by a living touring company, or connect with different communities. Beats watching crap like Noel Coward on repeat.
Guys, I'm narrating. Now, the venue we're going to be looking at today is the Hauguang Guild Hall. Built in 1807 and located in Hufan Road, Qichen district in Beijing, the Hauguang Guild Hall, one of the centres of political and social life in the late Qing dynasty, where the city's officials and everyday working class people had fun together, dining, chatting and watching Beijing opera, staged by famous actors. It gained a reputation as one of the 4 great opera houses in Beijing. This building complex features an opera house and theatre, religious temples and a political hall, along with a small museum telling visitors about the history of the productions and opera staged there, along with original masks and costumes. It was within the Guild Hall that the founding of the Chinese Nationalist Party, that in 1912, as part of the Convention for Revolutionary Alliance, would go on to establish national elections leading to the Republic of China. After the Communist Revolution in 1949, leading to massive changes to society, politics and culture under the People's Republic of China, led by the dictatorship of Mao Zedong, or Chairman Mao as he is more commonly known, the site still existed and functioned as a theatre during this time. You can visit the site today and see live Beijing opera.
I thought the style was called Peking opera.
A different name, but still the same style of Chinese theatre. So, now, we have established the region and the Guild Hall's history. Of course, a place this old and in a country that's gone through an intense and dramatic changes both politically and historically, has of course led to ghost stories. First, a quick break before we go into the second half. I really fancy some stir-fry noodles. Throughout the years, a wide range of rumours and stories have emerged of a supernatural presence within the Opera House. Tales of apparitions, ghostly cries, and voices coming from within its very walls. Allegedly, where the Hauguang Guild Hall stands was once the site of an ancient graveyard. There are multiple accounts and local legends as to why these hauntings occur, but if we put the ones we know together, we can see a clear picture of this ghost story. It comes from the locals within the area who claim that during the Second World War, the trauma caused during the occupation by the Japanese army, combined with the fact that this was originally a place for poor people to stay that had lost their homes during that occupation, were offered new houses in the area by a local philanthropist. In the construction, more of the ancient burial site was disturbed, and, like a lot of things in life, the poor working folk ended up being excluded from the guild hall as it became more and more exclusive among the celebrities and powerful people in society. This angered the souls of the dead, making them more restless. Since the Second World War, reports from people have mentioned screams coming from within the theatre area of the guild hall, and, most importantly, if you throw a stone into the courtyard, you can hear voices screaming at you to stop throwing stones. These screams are said to come from the old groundskeeper, who in life was an old man with leprosy that left his face so disfigured that no person wanted to come up to him and have a conversation. It is said that after he died, he joined the ancient ghosts and stayed on to keep an eye on the Opera House. So, viewers, if you have any plans to visit the city of Beijing, China within the next 12 months, maybe check out this venue and keep your eyes and ears focused after dark, because you might hear the screams of those who've come before us. Many thanks for attending this episode. Don't be afraid to send us your strange paranormal experiences in the Hauguang Guild Hall or in any other Beijing theatre or performance venue. Email skeleton.sam.theatricalghoul@gmail.com, all lowercase, with your name and the heading saying "My Paranormal Experience." So, don't be afraid to reach out and...
Boss, you seen outside?
Oh, what? I'm in the middle of... Oh.
Maybe it's best Karloff starts the car.
You know, I think that's a very good idea.
But I'm not insured.
Well, don't have a crash then! So sorry, dear audience. We'll be heading off now, but join us next week in our brand new location. Keep driving, you idiot! They're right behind us!
I need the lube badly.
We could have just taken the train.
Oh, shut it! Karloff, man the pothole! Man the pothole!
I don't need the loo anymore.
I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high, nearly reach the sky. Then, like my dreams, they fade and die. Fortune's always hiding. I've looked everywhere. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. Fortune's always hiding. I've looked everywhere. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles.